the Bumblebee Junction. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful, sunny, warm day, and it's going to be kind of a busybody kind of day. Going to be doing some prepping. Let's see, a little bit of reseeding, and yeah, going over the list in my head. Another thing that I want to do is we're going to get into the garden and we're going to do a little shopping. And yeah, going to have a little fun. Now, did have a bit of a question about the radishes, so I'll address that too at the end of the video. And a little shout out to Dutch over at Keeping It Dutch. So hold on, and we'll get to that footage. Alright, the first thing on the agenda this morning when it was still nice and cool was to get this bed weeded. Yet again, as our asparagus bed, and since it is down here at ground level, tends to get a few more weeds, and I have to fuss over it a little bit more than most. But all weeded. You can see we've got all different sizes of asparagus coming up. And I'm going to head over here. These are the tomato stakes. Now this is the prep work that I was talking about. We went through and we got all of this cleaned up. And that means that tomorrow we're going to have a trip up to Myers. We're going to pick up some tomato plants, support a local grower, and yeah, cut down just as much as we can cut it down. Now I am going to bring cardboard out here. I'm going to lay cardboard in between all the plants, and that'll keep the grass and the weeds at bay for a while. And the next time that we mow, we're going to pick up all of the excess grass and put it on top of the cardboard. Now, we won't be mowing for probably another 2 or 3 days, but that'll give us plenty of time to get everything in here and set up. But at the base of all of these stakes, many years ago, we used the post hole digger on the tractor, dug a really nice deep hole. And you can see how easy that dirt is to pull up over the years. Every time we plant tomatoes, we dig out the old dirt. We fill this full of new, good dirt. And yeah, it is still nice and soft. But the tomatoes really enjoy all of that, and they do very well out here. But the next thing on the agenda is a little bit of reseeding. I'm going to come over here, I'm going to reseed these carrots just a little bit. Have had something out here digging them up, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And there's all the little metal cages that we put around the tomatoes last year when we had a bit of a rabbit problem. So I'll get those cleaned up. Haven't decided if I wanted to use them quite yet. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get in here and kind of overseed these a little bit and fill in all the holes. Alright, this is my next little project for the morning. I have my seed right there. There are a few little holes in here in the beets. And yeah, the other one's got a pretty good head start. I think that some of the holes in here might be somebody coming in and having a bite to eat. But it doesn't matter because even small beets are fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to jump in here real quick and get these little holes filled in. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, now we're coming to my favorite part. I'm going to go ahead and harvest quite a bit of this spinach because I want to use it for supper tonight. I'm going to make some baked Cajun chicken and some fresh spinach. Now, the next thing that I want to do after that is we're going to have a little talk about these radishes. But first things first, I'm going to get to cutting a nice big bag of that. Okay, now we're going to discuss the radishes. Now there was a bit of concern that radishes this big, you see on my hand how big that is, that radishes this big were too woody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wash these off, and I'm going to eat one of them on camera, and when I cut it open, I'll show you just what they look like on the inside. Okay, I have these washed, and I washed my hands, but anybody who watches the channel knows that I am not afraid to eat anything straight out of the garden. But there was some concern that these giant radishes are too woody. That is not woody. That is perfect and soft and white. And I love radishes. So we'll just sit out here for a second. Slice one of these up. Now I tend to like radishes just like that. Sliced up with a little bit of salt, and I brought down my salt shaker. Don't anybody panic, it's not too much salt. But you can see how perfectly white and soft those are. Just kind of digging there a little bit with the knife. They are big, but they are really, really soft. Now, part of the reason why they got so big is we've had so much rain while they were developing. They just, yeah, it came out absolutely perfect. But, yeah. My favorite way to eat them. I'm going to sit out here and have a garden lunch with everybody. But that probably would be a common misconception. With radishes that large, usually they have been left in the ground for way too long. We only planted these a matter of weeks ago, and we have gotten so much rain. They're absolutely perfect. But yeah, not going to make too much of a piggy of myself sitting here on camera, but I'm going to eat a few more of these, and then I'll be right back to talk to you. All right. Welcome back to another edition of Lunch in the Garden. Anyway, that's all the footage that I have for today, and yeah, that was absolutely terrific. But it has been a very busybody kind of day. Had a whole lot of fun. Have some really nice fresh stuff straight from the garden. And yeah, it's pretty much a common misconception that radishes that big definitely are too hot and too woody, and not in this case. They've just had an awful lot of rain and they swelled up like crazy. Now, to the point of replanting, Dad is going to come out again in a couple of days. He's going to help me kind of wrap up the radishes and take a bit more spinach and all that. And as soon as we get them ate, which is not going to take very long because they go pretty quick around here, I will go ahead and replant them. I already have more seeds to go ahead and do it, and looking forward to kind of a semi-continuous kind of supply of them. But yeah, got a nice big bag of spinach for supper, and got a bunch of small little projects that I wanted to get done. We are going to be heading to Myers tomorrow to pick up at least the tomatoes, but I think maybe we'll come home with a lot more than tomatoes because we tend to, kind of do that. But anyway, I did mention Dutch earlier in the first clip. I just wanted to say thank you. He sent me one of his t-shirts with big old Abe on it, and I really enjoyed it. Just wanted to say thank you. Now, if you're not subscribed to their channel, you should be. Yeah, they are absolutely terrific, and the girls are quite a blessing. Now, I think that's pretty much going to wrap everything up for me today, and I can't think of anything else really big that I'm going to get into. So looking forward to some fresh spinach for supper, and readying up all of my big wish list for Myers tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. But if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring that little bell. It'll let you know when I'm out here dining right from the garden yet again. Because I absolutely love to do that. Anyway, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, anything at all in your mind, please leave them in the little box below. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. I'm really excited to get off to Myers tomorrow. And, with everything going on in the world, if you have the opportunity to help out any of your local businesses, greenhouses, any locally owned friend store, anything that you can do, I know that they would greatly appreciate it. Times are kind of tough right now for everybody, and if you have the opportunity to support them, please do. Without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Don't forget we love you, and we'll see you in the next one.